And stealth has been the name of the game for this week's training session. Of course, that's easier said than done when you're over 6'4". Nick's been having better luck with it than me. He's told me he's had past experience because his parents are light sleepers. The thing about stealth is it oftentimes requires a lot of crouching and waiting. My back was screaming at me by the end of it. We've been practicing this by playing hide and seek. I never actually played that game growing up. I guess when you're a rude, violent asshole, not many people want to associate with you. Go figure. I've already talked about that, though, so I'll pick up where I left off in my last post. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I was being tortured by that giant centipede-like creature. Good times. And by good, I mean agonizingly painful. Imagine feeling spiked wire get pushed into your skin and then having someone moving it around inside of you. That's how I felt, and let me tell you, it fucking hurt. My arms and legs were twitching involuntarily as the feelers extended throughout my body. I only recalled pain over the next 10 or so seconds. To me, they felt like hours. Then, mercifully, it retracted its feelers. I saw that they were now coated in blood, and it seemed to be a little fatter. I felt so weak then, both mentally and physical, I was fighting to keep from passing out, right then and there. It was only after it stopped that I could hear the sounds of Carl and Nick shouting. I wonder who it'll pick next. The man gleefully wondered aloud. You people are fucking sick, Nick told him as it scurried in his direction. Then he met the same fate as me. Carl yelled some more, but I was too tired to even croak, let alone raise my voice. I could only groan in pain, listening to Nick in pain. Then Carl met the same fate. By the time the ordeal was through, they were visibly paler, and I imagine I was as well. Looks like it's full. Put it back in the container. While they did, the agent walked up to me. He lifted my chin, so I was looking right at him. Now you know what we're capable of. Fuck you, I breathed. He then ordered us back to our rooms. I remember fading in and out of consciousness as they dragged us, then feeling the hard floor as they pushed us inside. Don't worry, we'll send in some medical staff to replace the blood you've lost. Get some rest. You'll be needing it. Full recovery from that incident took me about a week. During that time, I learned of the second thing we would have to contend with: boredom. I mean it when I say there was nothing to do. I actually got the idea to write these posts again while I was there. The only thing I could do was work out. There wasn't a lot of space there, but I could do push-ups and some sit-ups. I swear I would have given my left nut at least to have some audio books on me. I would listen to them a lot during my closing shift at Formaggio's. All I had to keep me company were my own thoughts. I hoped Carl and Nick were making the most of this time as well. One day, I woke to my door opening. The agent looked down at me. Good morning, Pete. How are you doing today? The first person I'm talking to in over a month, and it has to be your ugly ass? By the way, how's your nose? It's doing just fine, thanks. Oh, yeah, you can call me Blue. It's only my code name, but I'd like us to get more personal with each other. The only thing I want getting more personal is my foot in your ass. Now, why don't you fuck off? He just sighed and snapped his fingers. Once again, I was escorted. Well, dragged, really, out of my room. The guards proceeded to beat the everlasting shit out of me. When I came to, I found myself upside down with chains wrapped around me. I glanced up to see a large metal circular door. Blue and some guards were on a bridge. On it was a control panel. "Good to see you awake, Pete," Blue exclaimed. "I wish I could say the same about you," I shot back. He went on, ignoring my remark. "Do you know something I find fascinating? Of all the areas our facility has acquired its specimens from, the ocean is by far the most fascinating. You don't need a spaceship to get to it or do some complicated ritual. All you need is a sturdy submarine. Is there a point to all your rambling? Actually, there is." He went over to the panel. "Before I do this, I'm curious about something. Your leg was broken last time we saw you. How did it heal so quickly?" "Magic juice." "Really? From what?" "From your wife's pussy." At that, he hammered down one of the buttons. The circular door opened, revealing two enormous glowing yellow eyes. You know that feeling you get when you look down from really high up? I felt that, plus the sensation one feels when a giant sea creature wants to eat them. That is to say, I didn't take it well. I cursed, shaking in my chains as it stared at me. At first, it merely observed me. Then, to my horror and Blue's delight, the chain was lowered. The beast shot up, trying to bite me. I was just out of its reach, but feeling its breath was absolutely terrifying. I came close to loosing my hands. All the while, I could hear Blue laughing. The sicko liked to seeing me squirm. My mind scrambled for something I could say. It wasn't that I couldn't come up with anything. Rather, the issue was thinking of information they would want that wouldn't endanger Zoe. "You're looking a little pale there, Pete. You want us to stop? You know what to do." I suddenly got an idea. Why at that exact moment, I'm not sure. However, it was the only thing I could think that would help. They proceeded to lower the chains again. "Wait!" I yelled. Blue signaled for them to cease. "What?" "I can tell you the real reason my leg is better." That piqued his curiosity. "Do tell." "Let me ask you a question first. Do you believe in unicorns?" He and his men exchanged glances. "Are you saying you've encountered one?" "We have. In fact, the blood from one healed my leg. We might be able to show you how to get to their world if you let me down from here." He pondered my offer, stroking his chin thoughtfully. At the same time, the monster was growling, eyeing me with intense hunger. Sweat covered me, and I silently hoped Blue would fall for my plan. "All right, you got yourself a deal," he said. "Get him down." My thundering heart slowed as I breathed a sigh of relief. They got me down and undid the chains from me. Step 1 of my half-baked plan was complete. Step 2 would involve Carl and Nick. And that's all I feel up typing right now. I actually got some chores I need to do, so until next time, this is Pete, signing out.